All right, shifting gears a bit now as we're keeping an eye on the developing story of Hurricane Milton, a Category 5 hurricane right now. It's the fifth strongest hurricane measured in the Atlantic Basin over time. It's quite a storm. It has very low pressure. It has a very condensed eye, smaller than 4 miles across. And right now it's packing winds of 180 miles per hour, wind gusts above 200. This is a serious storm. Now, it's headed straight for Florida. As a result of that, Governor Ron DeSantis and his emergency management team have been preparing for this storm. It should make landfall sometime midday tomorrow, maybe into mid-afternoon tomorrow. But they're going to start getting lashed by the wind and the rain of the outer bands at any moment. So we're monitoring what's happening in Florida right now. Several people are speaking. Governor Ron DeSantis is standing by. As you saw earlier in the program, he took on some reporters and people that were looking to turn this into a political event. He was having no part of it. Ron DeSantis has proven himself through crisis after crisis, including previous hurricanes, to be up to the job. He was able to replace bridges in 3 days' time that we were told would take months to replace. He has emergency teams right now. He has thousands of people standing by. 37,000 linemen are on standby from other states to come into Florida as soon as this hurricane passes. But here's the danger. It could be the most powerful hurricane to hit Tampa, Florida since 1921. Tampa is uniquely positioned in a way that if it takes a direct hit, Tampa Bay could flood into the city with 15-foot storm surge. That would be dramatic. Even more concerning is the fact this could still be a Category 2 hurricane by the time it gets to Orlando and Central Florida. That would be devastating, and that's why people are comparing this to Hurricane Andrew and all the devastation from 1992. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in Steve Gillum now, who's been standing by patiently. We'll wait for Ron DeSantis there. We'll keep an eye on that. Supplies, disaster relief, Steve, it has not gone well for the government. Ron DeSantis has been, well, he's been a master class in how to deal with crisis, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. And I think what we want to do as Liberty University is come alongside those organizations and state and local authorities in their work and effort to respond to crisis just like this. And so that's our goal as Liberty University, is to give these educational moments for our students in especially meeting the needs of people who are hurting from disasters and humanitarian crises just like this. So we look forward to partnering with organizations like Operation Blessing or Samaritan's Purse and many others in how we can really help people rebuild their lives as much as possible.
Yeah, Samaritan's Purse has proven to be an organization that is very nimble, very able to get into places like Western North Carolina. They'll be in Florida, and I tip my hat to Samaritan's Purse as well. It's who my wife and I give to because we are confident that when we give to that organization, it'll get where it belongs, which is into the hands of the people that need it. More than $750 the federal government offers us, which is it's shameful, isn't it?
Well, I don't know about the $750, but what I do know is that every dollar that someone gives to Samaritan's Purse, it will go to relief efforts for sure. And it's so much more than even the money that's given. It's the hope that the people bring. And our organization as Liberty and the Serve Now program, we get to be a part of that and come alongside their staff and those who are on the front lines to be able to supply them, whether it's pallets of clean water, or maybe it is just bringing our students to just mud out homes and bring the love of Christ. And that's what compels us to do the things we do. We have 3 teams that are going out to Florida, to Georgia, and to Boone, North Carolina in the coming weeks. And we look to send more where possible. So it's so impactful to our students when they get to just be on the front lines with people and serve with them. But we really love serving with organizations like Samaritan's Purse, SP, as they continue to help in Jesus' name.
Well, absolutely. And look, if not for the private organizations, right, these people would really be in a bad way. It took FEMA from the hurricane came in on the 26th of September originally. By the 28th, they knew that it was bad. The first FEMA people weren't even there until the 3rd of October, and they didn't set up ground stations until sometime after that, like on the 5th and 6th. I mean, it's how slow the response has been inexcusable. Liberty was on the ground. Samaritan's Purse was on the ground. Local churches, local food banks, they've all been doing, well, God's work, if you will, Stephen.
Yeah, and I love what you said in the third one, which is local churches. I think it's so important to support key community stakeholders in their efforts, and local churches always seem to be that. And under the previous administration, there was a concerted effort to direct a lot of the funding and a lot of the strategy through community stakeholders like local churches, because those are the individuals and leaders who are best known in the community, who can provide the best intelligence, who can help guide how those resources can be used effectively. But frankly, they need the resources and they need the help.
They do need the help, and that's why Elon Musk and Generac and others, private individuals and entities, also supplying, well, generators for power, Starlink from Elon Musk, and so forth. And now we're going to go